practice. And if we can just find a car to look at, we will be away, buddy. We will be
So
away.
here we are. This is GT3 ASRNZ 2019 shakedown night. So it's a bit of a shakedown for obviously the admin and the server and the boys and their skins and the comms team here. We're battling a few little gremlins. So here we are at the beginning of this. I think this is Quali 1, isn't it, Farmer?
Yes, yeah, cheers, Davo. Just like you say, working for a few little things. Quali 1. Currently just focused on the Marmite car there. With Josh sort of trailing him in the background. Just watching them go around as the boys get settled in for a hot lap.
And who's driving the Marmite car?
Yeah, so that's John McDonald. It's quite a fan of the Marmite, evidently, is his choice of toast spread. Yeah. And look, these guys have actually done a lot of practice too, and they've really dialed their cars in for this shakedown, and their times are really been shown on the forum there. Obviously he's got Josh behind him, and Josh will be taking full advantage of probably chasing down John. And we all know Josh is capable of something special.
Always capable. Doesn't seem to matter what he's driving.
Yes.
It's good to see. I suppose the guys are just out of a V8 supercar series, so to jump into these things must be awesome. You know, like so much more downforce, power, and tyre grip. Yes. And obviously a lot more manufacturers, so it's good to watch this little battle here with John and Josh straight up with the two different cars and watching the difference in the lap, you know. But quality, different some different rules and some new rules and regs that have come in for this season with the qualification and the escaping to pits for a second try, trying to sort of probably make it a little bit more realistic, and making sure the boys actually have to drive back to the pits if they want to have another crack at it, and instead of just escaping away and getting into it. So, there's a Porsche. That's Josh off, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit strange. That there looked like John Boy let him through, and then the Porsche kind of just vanished off the server.
It did. So he ended up in the sand on the outside. It looked like he got a bit of too much inside curve into that first little kink into the right, but still, this is where, this is qualifying right now with the boys, and that's a classic example of how, an off like that will punish you, and so there's a sort of level of discipline you're going to have in qualifying, not only not to corner cut, but to keep the car together and bring it home for the lap. So
bring it home, yes. If he's escaped back to pits, actually, Davo, that's his qualifying over.
And that's his qualifying
Although
over.
he has just looking at the times, he has put in a very good 44 time.
It is a pretty tiny good time.
Gee, you may have felt he's done enough. Yeah, quite good, like you say, with the change of rules now. People are not allowed to escape back to get a fresh set of tyres. You have to drive your car back.
Yeah, and I think there's, and the way they've sort of changed. I think we're doing 2 qualifying sessions, and the second one with only a single lap. So again, just trying to put a little bit more realism into the weekend and sort of force the boys to manage what they're doing, probably a little bit more than what they used to with online stuff, So, pretty cool. I think it's good. I think it'll pay off.
Anyone you've got your sort of eye on there, Davo, that you're expecting come through.
I
We're
don't
just
know.
looking back at the list there at the moment. Obviously, they've only done a lap or two there, but
obviously, there's going to be the regulars. Joshua, clearly. John coming off, what is it, the
GT3.
championship win in the V8
Yes, that's right too.
supercars. Obviously, Aztec, Jethro, and Glenn driving for this season.
Might just flip back to that actually.
Yeah, and then look, Stephen Milling, and it's just like all, and Peter Vedager, Ashley Vedager, and Peter Astley.
Yes.
You know, there's all those usual suspects. You know, like, so it's a hard call. But I think top three, you know, Josh, John, you know, probably Jeffro and Glenn. I'd be keeping my eye there, I reckon. Top four.
Yeah, excellent. And then Shelley, just a mention on Crossy there. He's just put himself into fourth as well. Another one that didn't run the V8s with us.
Yeah.
But loves his GT3s.
But yeah, very handy in a GT3 car. So
he's just put himself up there as well.
Let's hope his connection is ever.
Well, I believe he's actually hooked himself up onto fibre actually as of late.
Oh, really?
So
nice.
he should be good to go. Yes, the family won't have to get off the internet, stop streaming stuff. He won't have to run down the house and yell at them anymore.
Yes. The things we ask about and our family let us do what we do. But
just kind of actually just go in car with the peanut butter machine, because I'm actually expecting Jeffro to do something significant here, and his delta is actually 6/10 down on his current time, so he's potentially going to put himself into P2 if he can finish this lap off.
Yeah. Very nice looking car, this too. Nice paintwork on this. He's a fan of the orange, so
he is a fan of the orange.
Yeah, the orange and black car looks sweet.
He's come off the final turn. He's lost a little bit, but he's still 5/10 down. He's still got a half a second.
He's got a bit up his sleeve still there. It did look a little awkward off the final there, but yeah,
he's gone P3. He's gone P3.
You know, there you go. Look at that. And there they are. Look at that, Josh, JB and Jeffro. So, and the ever-present Mudgy.
Ever-present Mudgy, yes.
Sliding into fourth, and
these guys have all actually finished their laps. They're all into the pits now, just trying to click on somebody who actually may be running. Just looking at Owen there. He's on the grass. Obviously called it a day. Rob's still circulating. Just watch the end of Rob's lap, see if he can advance on 21st. No pressure, Rob, but there's some very, very, very fast people in front of you. Don't be disheartened at 21st.
Nah, look, still a field.
You know, you are at ASRNZ.
Yeah.
Be happy with 21st.
Yeah, there's definitely some competition there, well down through the field.
Absolutely.
So yeah, easily into the high teens.
Okay, that was obviously the overtime.
So there we go.
And that's us.
Have you got some numbers there at all? Have you got any data at all there?
Yeah, we've got some numbers there. We've got Josh on pole, followed by John McDonald there. Josh's got nearly a full second ahead of P2. So yes, John McDonald in P2, followed by Jeffro, Mudgy, very close between those three. Closely by Steve Crossy.
Stephen slipped in there between Mudgy and Gleno there, so
yes,
it's interesting in the McLaren 650. So nice work from Crossy.
6th place to Glenn, Aztec in 7th, Ashley Vedager in 8th, Steve O'Malley in 9th, and rounding out the top 10, Peter Aspey, which is actually a very good effort from Pete. And he's just getting faster and faster as he
isn't he?
As he carries on inside this club here.
So here we are. Look at the boys here. Look at that grid. All lined up for the first 20-minute race here. Shakedown night tonight. Here at ASRNZ with the GT3s. Imola. Nice track, Imola. Looks pretty simple on paper.
Very nice track.
Gets pretty technical as the speed gets up. So.
And do we mention Ayrton Senna?
No, we don't mention
at Imola, one of the great. Always reminds me when we come to this track. Certainly someone I looked up to as a young fella.
Yeah, natural racer.
Yes.
And so hence the chicane down in turn 1, which I think was an introduction after the fact. So
yeah, good stuff. So we're just lined up here. We've got 30
boys
second
on the grid. Nice looking field. Nice set of skin cars there. Like the boys, some good team colours there.
Yeah.
A few randoms, a few privateers. Like Kenny Simpson there. The lights are up there, Farmer. So here we go. The boys are all G'd up by the sounds of it. The revs are coming up. Lights are going. Let's have a look.
And away we go.
Yeah,
good start from Josh. Look at that.
Nice bit of track here to just get some speed up and just enough to get into trouble down into turn 1 here. So interesting to see how we go. We've got one out of the grass.
Crossy round.
Was that Crossy?
Yeah, look, Crossy getting it all sideways there in the middle, in front of the Wheatbix machine there.
Nice start from the Wheatbix machine, which is Gleno actually. He hasn't been behind the wheel technically for quite a while.
No,
so
that's right.
Well there. Kenny making some moves up in the back there as well. So that's a relatively clean start considering.
Yes.
I think for here, and as the boys make their way up the hill there, that's very nice. What a nice looking field that is. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful bunch of cars there. Just watching Ashley there over the back of Aztec, just having a little look through the midfield. The front runners are kind of just peeling off into the distance a little bit now. Josh has already pulled a gap already. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see.
Gold tyre.
Yeah, straight away on the gold tyre on that Porsche. It's very impressive actually. So yeah, no, nice, good clean start by most of the boys. Mudgee dropping right back, and we've seen him on the grass now at the back of the field there. Obviously done
a big
error, and he's rejoined in last place. So that's very disappointing from Mudgee.
That's costing.
Very disappointing.
Lucky it's only a practice night, so obviously. Few nerves there maybe, or just a shit setup. But whatever, I'm sure he'll work it out. So yeah, pretty sorry stuff from everybody. Everybody's just sort of slipping in the line and just sort of, I suppose, finding their feet. Like I said earlier, they've all just come out of a V8 supercar season not long ago, and the old V8s are a bit of a mungle to drive compared to something as slippery as these things. So,
absolutely. I've just picked up on Crossing there, Davo, just because he went off early on. He's coming back through the field there, just pulling a move onto Jake. He's got himself into 13th, so expect to see him come through.
Yeah,
he won't be happy.
He won't be happy, and he's well well, obviously, fourth position in qualifying. The car's speedy as he quickly ranges up on, is that Kenny?
Kenny,
one of the privateers,
yes.
Kenny. And who's that in front of him, actually? I haven't got my notes.
Did it be BK in front of Kenny?
Oh, it's BK, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
But, yeah, Cross's clearly ranged up very quickly on Kenny, and I'm sure it's going to have a crack at both of them before turn one, so...
It's actually great to see Kenny driving that Nissan again. Hasn't been a contender for a couple of seasons now. The
and he drives
Nissan,
well, because it's not the easiest thing to drive,
I
is
think
it?
the traction control availability of it has brought it back into contention actually. And he's certainly got a bit of straight line on Crossy there. Crossy's made an error or he's fallen back off Kenny. He's not looking that threatening anymore.
Oh, just, he has gone back.
We've got a close gap up the front here between Jeff and Glenn. I might just sort of focus on the front runners for a minute, see how we're getting on here. Josh has cleared off 2 seconds into the lead now.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that on the times there. He's definitely pulled some ground, which is nothing out of the ordinary, really, is it? With Josh, he really does step his authority on the race pretty quickly wherever possible. So.
Yeah, so we've got the Marmite versus Peanut Butter versus Weet-Bix, P2, 3 and 4. Bit of a breakfast cereal battle going on there.
The breakfast cereal battle.
Which one tastes the nicest? We'll see at the end of the race.
And if you go back to the Bear Grylls, is it Bear Grylls, Mudgy, Lucas Wheeler?
Oh, yes.
Dre battle going on there. There's plenty of action between those boys. Not a lot of real estate between those 3 or 4 cars there, so...
Yes, Bear's having a look there. He's having a look.
Sandwich there. Vegemite sandwich going on there.
Yes. Now we've already seen Mudgy come through 4 places since he went off, so...
Yeah, nice work from Mudgy there to recover.
He will have good pace back there. But look at the Nissan on the straight line. You just can't get near it.
And look at the grunt at the Nissan there.
Yes.
It looks like he's going to go around the outside of the Audi there.
He is.
If he can keep it together under brakes. And...
Oh,
very
yes.
nice. You're probably going to give him a little bit of real estate from
Lucas
there.
Yeah,
but,
well done both parties.
Well done. He clearly had the line in the corner, so well deserved. Nice pass, really.
Looks like B-Dog drifting wide on the exit there, allowing Owen to get past him.
Yeah, and still very close, and that's with now with this group of 3 cars right behind them. It's turning into a bit of a battle. Look at how quick the Nissan ranged up there,
Absolutely.
up the hill. Jeez, it's got some grunt in a straight line, hasn't it?
Interesting little battle now. Actually, this has turned into a 5-car sort of 5-way group here.
Easy to get distracted when the cars are bunched up like this. There's so many of them. Here we go. The top 2.
I think we've just seen Owen.
Owen didn't want to know anything about that.
Yeah. I think he looked at the mirrors and saw 5 angry cars and literally got out of the road. Yeah.
As the Vegemite car comes down, well inside there. Unbelievable race. Who's that in the McLaren? It's really good spatial awareness.
Yes, B-Dog in the McLaren.
B-Dog.
Doing a good job.
Just left that little bit of extra space for the Ferrari to slip in beside him there through both of those
And
corners.
look at the Nissan looking all over the back of them, Dave. He's trying to... contemplating going through the middle there, and I think he backed out of that. Yeah,
You
very
could
wise.
just about read his mind, couldn't you? He was
Yeah,
just
you
like,
could,
he was
yes.
sizing it up. Nice work there. He's doing a good job there and keeping a clear head so far, which is difficult when it gets that exciting. So, good little battle going on here. Definitely the hot spot in the race at the moment. So, look at the grunt up the hill here.
Yes.
The Nissan pulls up this hill so hard. Look at it. By the time it gets to the top there, he's all over him. And the Ferrari's around.
Vegemite.
No contact?
Not sticking to the road, is it? No. No. Too much butter on the toast.
Too much butter on the toast.
That's what it was, mate. Absolutely will. You can't spread the veggie on too much butter.
Lesson learned there, kiddies. And as we get back in the racing.
Good stuff. It's good to see Dre tagging on the back of these two. Dre, sorry. And his Ferrari.
Dre, yeah.
There we go. Beer's done the deed.
Oh!
In fact,
that got messy very quickly.
It's caused tension. It has caused tension behind them.
Yeah.
And Beer has escaped. And he's cleared off into the distance.
Well done.
Well done.
Seriously,
Beer.
he took advantage of that little mistake that happened in front of him really quickly. He was all over the back of that car, ready to be in front, and he did really well there actually to get past it unscathed. So nice work there. And we have who's that in the pink Ferrari?
Yes, that's Dre. That's Dre in the pink Ferrari.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice car, Dre. Well,
it's supposed to be blue, apparently. I think the paint shop people kind of got the order wrong with the colour coding.
So it's an administration issue.
It's an administration issue, yes.
We've got Bear Grylls in the wall.
Oh, we do? Oh, we do too. All on his own?
All on his own.
Really sums up Beer sometimes, I'll tell you.
That was unfortunate. Like, he had zero pressure. And just got a bit jolly on the spot over the crest there. And
he's managed to get going again in front of B-Dog, actually. He's lost a couple, but not too many spots.
No. And these boys, he passed these boys earlier, so he hasn't let them come back through. So he's done well there, actually, to manage that. But Bear back down in 20th. Probably skip up a bit and see how...
just looking at Kenny. He's very close to the back of Anthony there. With BK in front. What's just happening in front here?
We've got Carlo, Racing Mule and Dave Marsh, is it? Or?
Yes, bit of action here between Mule and RSR Dave.
Yeah. They're having a bit of a ding-dong here, trading varying lines in and out of the corners, which is always exciting and fraught with danger with the crossover. So the Ferrari looks like it's got some grunt up the hill compared to the Beamer.
Little battle there. And we might actually just go in car with Mule, shall we, just to get a good look at what's actually happening with the wheelwork inside the machine.
I think so.
And we'll chase RSR Dave here for a little bit. Seems to have his measure, to be fair, at the moment.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. One of only two BMWs in this field. Mark Josco in 9th, running the other BMW. He's doing okay. Just noticing on the dials there that it's really on the limiter quite early down the straight there, Racing Wheel. He's obviously opted for the shorter gearbox.
In the Ferrari, yeah. I wonder whether that's why the car is pulling so hard up the hill and down the back here and getting out of the corners a bit quicker. But down the straight he's probably suffering a little bit.
Yeah.
Watch him come up the hill here. He ranged right up on the back of this BMW. He did the lap earlier. Fairly clean run out.
Certainly very minimal wheel work inside the car there, David. Yeah, it looks like it's got quite nice and balanced there.
It looks pretty casual with it all, doesn't he?
He does look very casual, actually.
Look, he's a pretty solid contender on the old dirt rally, mate. So this thing would be a walk in the park, I think. Jumping out of a Group B or something, Audi or something. So he's definitely makes it look easy. Doing well, tidy laps.
Ooh, just a little bit wide on the exit there.
Tricky little corner though.
It's very slippery on the exit.
That exit
it's
always
very,
has
very
been.
slippery.
Yeah, traditionally it's a no-go zone out over the lines. Even if we were allowed to get out there, it's slippery as hell. You don't want to be there.
Alrighty, we might just have a little look back up the front there. We haven't sort of seen what's going on there for a while. But if we just sort of have a little click on Jeffro there, we can see that Glenn is close to Jeffro. Jeffro's certainly holding him out. And it's only 5 minutes to go now.
Yep. So the boys are probably trying to settle in as much as possible, but if they can even sniff the slightest move, they'll be pushing. So just having a quick look at, I think it's Anthony Chesner and BK2 for the Lambo and the Audi.
Yep.
Those boys look like they've still got
some unfinished business there, eh?
Some unfinished business and maybe a position change up in them. So.
And it's good to see Anthony back in the GT3s. So it's a nice Movista skin there. The Lambo, love the Lambo. Sounds awesome when you drive the Lambo.
Doesn't it?
It's a great car. Yeah, great car to drive.
Yeah, not a fan of the mid-rear race car, to be honest, and I rarely have raced them in a season, but the one time I did, it was actually a Lamborghini, and it was a pretty good season, so
yes,
enjoyed racing it.
Yes,
really nice car, so.
I have done a season in the Lambo as well, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
If you can just be patient enough to get it turned in, it will look after you.
Just don't ask too much.
Don't ask too much of it.
Yes.
Certainly good in a straight line. The Lambo, if you can get it off the turns, it really will. Rocket down the straights for you. And I'm sure Anton is doing all he can to try and match BK's speed off the turns, knowing that if he can do that, he will have a slight advantage at the end of the straight. You can see him. He just sort of ranges up every now and then, and then pulls back a little bit. Just maybe overdrives the car a little. So he's so easily done, like on this track and in these cars. So I wonder if he's just focusing in his mirrors a little bit on Kenny, perhaps. Maybe just putting them off slightly. True. Because that Nissan is certainly coming for him. Coming forward, yeah.
There's some heat still out the front here, actually. It looks like the boys up here at Steve. Is it Steve and Peter and Ashley are sort of bunched up as well, Stephen Melling.
Yeah, absolutely. What do we got here? Steve-O, he's got Crossy behind him. He's sort of ranging up on the back of Pete.
All those cars look fantastic, don't they? Crossy's cars are nice, very nice livery. Love the Castrol livery on the Audi, works really well.
Yeah, great looking car actually. The Castrol livery, very well.
Yeah.
Almost worldwidely recognised actually. That sort of skin. It's been on a number of different cars.
So a bit of a sandwich there in between the McLarens. They're both very close to the Audi, but Steve ain't keeping his cool as usual. You know, Stephen, he just seems to. It's a bit of a silent achiever, you know.
It's a bit of a silent achiever.
He just seems to manage these, you know, podium finishes in these championships without winning races.
He does.
And
he
really.
He's always there or thereabouts.
You know, like,
yeah. So. And of course, that's Crossy still recovering from that spin early on. Got himself back up to, what was he, 9th?
He's in 9th there,
yes. Yeah. So he has done all right.
He has done okay.
Just
and I'm sure the tyres are similar to the way they have been in the past, where it takes a little while to recover alone just from the spin, let alone starting to fight your way back through the field. So
I've just gone and clicked back to our front runner there, Davo, just with 3 seconds to go. Obviously, probably on his. Will he have 1 to go after this?
Joshua, yeah, interesting. Maybe not. Let's. Clean as. Unbelievable, Josh. He's just makes it look so simple.
Yes. Now, I've actually studied Josh's driving, to be fair, quite a bit.
I'm sure many have.
And I've sat in car with him through many replays and races just to watch the wheel work and the action of the car. And yeah, look, I can't fault the guy. He's so precise. He really is braking, turning. Everything is just done so precisionly. And he's just got that young fella reactions is what we put it down to.
That knife edge.
Yes.
It's like, there's no room for error. So yeah, it's amazing.
It's good because the average age of ASRNZ, the average age is probably 43.
Yeah.
So
right.
it does make the young fellas look good, Davo, when they do turn up here.
It does. So come over the line, it looks like, without a doubt. So come over the line for the final lap?
Yeah, one to go. Yeah, there's 1 to go now.
Yeah, it's good, solid. There we go. Like I said earlier, the usual suspects: Joshy, JB, Jeffro, Glenn, Aztec. Like I said earlier, good to see Aztec back in a GT3. He performs well in them. Car looks fantastic. Ash, the old man, not too far behind, and Peter and Stephen and Crossy. You know, like it's just.
Yes, well done.
It's the usual top 10 there, isn't it? You know, these boys are so solid. Keep it clean. Even when they make mistakes, they pull it back, and you know the cream seems to rise to the top. So. Cars look fantastic.
Yes, cars are great.
Field.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to see him lined up there for the photo shoot. I'm sure everybody will get to see that soon enough. Some pickies or some short video of it. So But yeah, the cars all lined up on the grid earlier look fantastic, and
we're
as they come around now,
just watching Josh cross the line here. Well done to Josh.
yeah, he's just out for a bit of a row. He's not really.
Followed in P2 by John McDonald,
JB,
Jeffro in
Jeffro,
third. Yeah,
Gleno,
Glenn. Well done, boys.
Aztec.
Bit of a gap there actually behind Glenn. Absolutely flying those top four. Aztec coming across the line in fifth, followed by Ashley.
With Ashley not far behind, that's
Pete,
right. And
Pete. We've got Steve-O and then Crossy. And rounding up our top 10, we've got Mark there. I think BK might have got in front of him.
yeah,
Anthony, Jake,
stuff.
and Kenny. Good stuff, boys.
Good stuff for the first little bit of a pracky race there for the season in the shakedown night. Some action all the way through the field there.
Yeah, just watching Jake,
good
Troy,
fun to watch.
Mudgy, back there. He'll be hoping to do better in the next one. 15th of Mudgy.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to a better result next time.
Across the line goes Owen.
Who's that coming through? Dre.
Here comes Dre. Well done. Good finish, guys. Here comes Bear, bringing home the Nissan after a couple of spins. Lucas, solid finish. B-Dog, well done. And I think you'll find we've seen Troy go through as a lap mark already. And that could be us,
that's
buddy.
Pretty well wraps it. That's excellent. There you go.
That
we might take a little bit of a break, and
yeah, mate.
We'll pop back for the next race, which I think, are we doing the full?
Yes,
full
we
nights?
are. We are.
So
we've got a 40-minute.
Next
No, we've got a 40-minute coming up
40-minute compulsory
pit stop? Yeah, 40-minute with the CPU. Compulsory tyre change. They made a late rule changing.
Oh, excellent.
On that.
Okay, well, let's take a quick break, Farmer, and
come back soon for that.
We'll be back shortly, guys.
right, welcome back.
Welcome back, Farmer. We've got what do we got going on here? Second qualifying for race 2,
Second quali.
and yeah, welcome back, everybody. This is for the shakedown night. Like I said, we're just about to go into the quali for the second race, which is quali 2, and like we talked about earlier. In the night before race 1, they've mixed up the qualifying again for the second race, haven't they, Farmer, with a slightly different format?
Yes, they have. So the top 3 podium getters are standing down. They're not allowed to qualify in Q2. They've been stood down to start off the back of the field. And of course, they've also changed the format to a flying hot lap, which is
That's
something
right.
new,
That's
something
right.
new that we've never tried
Yep.
here
Yep.
before. So there'll be an out lap, a hot lap, and that's it.
That's it. That's right. Yeah, and yeah, like you said, the top 3 from the last race are sitting it out. So it's the rest of the field. Everybody gets to go out in, I suppose, their current order from the last race and do an outlap and do one flyer, and so it's going to be interesting. I think this is a good thing. I think this will definitely mix it up, like we were talking about earlier, with the boys just having to maybe hold back a little bit on their qualifying to bring the car home and actually get a result. You just can't make a mistake. You've got one go at it, and I think it's really going to mix things up. So it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
We also heard a whisper that I think the BOP police have already been out and have started to throw their weight around, so to speak. And I
Yeah, no,
don't think
they
it's
have.
actually
No,
weight,
they have, Dover.
but
You're right. They have.
and I think a few of the boys, maybe the top 5 cars, might have some BOP adjustments according to their pace. So it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out. Obviously, the top 3 being out, but obviously 4 and 5 with BOP adjustments will get to run in the quali. Be interesting to see their pace. Obviously, in race, we're going to have a compulsory pit stop, but just be interesting to see how the boys that didn't qualify, the fast guys, with even more BOP, mate, potentially are going to run back through the field. So as the boys start to move out onto the track.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the top 5 from race 1 will get BOP restrictors put on them. And the top 3 obviously are not allowed to qualify, so they will be off the back with the restrictor. And yeah,
That's right.
very interesting to see how far through they can get during the race. It's an idea to been designed to try and let the midfield come through a bit further. Maybe take a podium or 2. We don't seem to have
Yeah, quite possibly.
much action going on here.
It's always hard to tell. It almost puts them in this, obvious reverse grid situation where, they've got to be very patient and, obviously work their way through a slower pack of cars than probably what they're used to up the pointy end of the field. So, yeah, always good to watch. Interesting to see the boys discipline themselves as they sort of feed their way through the field and try and get as high as they can. So I just watched Stephen come over to start his flying lap.
You have? Okay.
In the Castrol car.
If I can just hook onto the camera crew to maybe try and get us to that.
Just looking for a bit of vision there. the field looks
Scrolling
fantastic.
back through the field. Okay, here's not our best camera angles there. We're just watching
Okay.
Steve-O just absolutely
Was that Stephen
crossing it up. Oh, was
running
that
wide
Ashley?
there?
Sorry, was that
No, I think it
Ashley?
was Ashley. It's Stephen
Yes,
coming through now.
he
So
is too.
Ashley's he'll be dirty with that. That's and here we go. This is where this whole format's going to come into play. The boys have got to be disciplined. Unfortunate for Ashley there, but I think this is awesome. I think it's really going to shake things up with the qualifying. Looks like Crossy's going slow too. Looks like he's had a moment. Again, this will really shake the field up and make a difference. Glenn goes across the line.
Glenn's put in a lap. 45-7.
So 45-7. Not too bad. Obviously
Well
a disciplined
done.
lap.
Looks
Josh
like
will be the one to watch. What do we got here?
Marlene and
Mudgie's come
Mudgie.
across.
Yeah. Bear Grylls has put in a lap now. Just watch them just come across at the end of the line
Watch
there.
them. Yep.
Crossy. Racing Mules popped himself into 5th.
Carlos, he's done well with the 49. Still plenty of the field to come across yet, and a few have already dropped, as we saw. A couple of big offs, no contact, but still it's the end of your lap. B-Dog just slipped into 7th there. How long will he hold it? Not long.
Anton into 4th with a good lap.
Very nice lap by Anthony's Cessna there. So again, that Lambo.
That Lambo.
Can they like this place?
That Lambo loves this.
Yeah, Aztec nicely into 6th there at the moment. Down to 7th. There's a few of the last cars come across the line.
Pete into P3. That is an excellent effort from Pete.
I called that earlier.
You did. You absolutely did.
He just sometimes he just hooks up, and he's had a little bit of reliability issues, but mate, always one to watch.
Also noticing there, Mudgie into P2 after a
Disaster
first race. He'll be really happy with that. Just watching.
And Gleno,
Lucas, Jake come across. Yeah, Glenn's still holding P1 there. He went out early. He banked that lap early.
And
it's
right back where he finished off, you know, like maybe nearly a year ago since he's raced, you know, so so doing well there, Gleno. Well done, buddy.
So we missed out, so it was Josh, Jeffro and John McDonald were sitting out this.
That's right.
Yes, okay, so that does leave Glenn and Mudgie, yes. Crosby.
I think it was Glenn and Mudgie, that's right. They were the next.
Crosby? Has Crosby done a lap yet? Yes, he's down in 13th.
So
he must have had a shocker.
Glenn with 20% on, and then it was Aztec with 10. So
right.
Aztec's back in 7th with the last car with a BOP settings restrictions, and Glenn's, even with the 20% on, is able to pop himself up on the top row so far.
On the front row.
On the front row there, so
he's done well. Just finishing a lap there, come through into 6th place.
Yep. Very nice.
Well done, BK. Still 1.7 seconds off Glenn's time. It's a stellar lap with the BOP for Glenn. Really was.
That's well done, isn't it? And that's it. Well done, boys. That's all wrapped up with a minute and a half to go. So
just 16 across the line. Obviously, people were having a few dramas. There must have been a few people aborted.
We did have a couple of offs there, so So we're just going to let that timer run down there a little bit, but yeah, that's interesting qualifying session, Farmer. What were your thoughts? Do you think this is beneficial to the
Yeah,
series, or
looks.
just like
I think so. I think it's something really different, really exciting. That you've got to lay it on the line. You've got to pull out all guns on that lap, and it's showing that it's very easily to not complete that lap and to have to back out of it
yeah,
with names not on that list that have completed.
yeah,
Very hard. You need full commitment, but you also need to get it right.
yeah? You
Yes.
just got to hold that little bit back and just be so disciplined to make sure you bring it home without a cut or a non-finish. So,
With the they've also ruled out the soft tyre this season too. So
oh, have they?
you're on the mediums. Yeah, you don't really get the tyre up to temperature. Ideally, your second lap would be the quickest.
With
So
a soft?
with the medium,
Oh, okay. Yep.
yeah, you'd normally do an outlap and then maybe two to get that tyre up to temperature. So these
Yep.
boys are having to do it still with a cold tyre,
Yep.
with the pressure on, and they've done well.
Pressure on.
They've done well.
Yes, yeah, and there's not a lot of time there to work with, so they can't just sit around and muck around with it too much. They've got to get out there, hit their flyer, and get it in the bag, so to speak, and yeah, it's good. It's good. It's exciting actually to watch and see these boys, sort of laying it on the line there. So it's good. I'm going to step away from the mic for a second, and I'll be back before they start.
Roger that. We'll just let the timer count down here as we've got a 2 minute wait now until we start the race to 40 minutes, compulsory pit stop and a compulsory tyre change. If we can just have a look at the field back here. We'll just take a moment, take a break, and we'll come back to you in a minute.
Back.
Yeah, welcome back, David. Just
Oh,
looking at the grid there, seeing Glenn on pole, Mudgee beside him on the front row there. We've got a Sanitarium versus Craft breakfast spread
versus.
bat off the line.
Nice.
Castrol car there is Steve-O on P3.
Yep.
Pete on the inside of him. The lights are up.
And the lights are up. Here we go. Race 2, shakedown night. GT3s 2019. And off they go. Oh, big sideways from the Ferrari beside Glyn there. He's actually got the run. He's just got the drive. Unbelievable. It looks like, is that Stephen? Who's in the green Audi up there beside him?
Melling.
That is
Steve
Melling.
Good look on Glenn
Nice work
in
from
turn
Stephen. Glenn's given him the space, and he's made it stick. Well done.
Yes, he has too.
Well done. Tidy bit of work. Very close racing. Very close.
In fact, Glenn's taking it straight back down the straight after turn 1. And in fact, Steve-O making a little error there. through 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And he's dropped back at least 4 positions because of that. They'll pounce on you.
Put the mocker on him.
They will pounce on you. Which actually, this has allowed the Vegemite Ferrari to just bolt away.
It has to. Look at that.
Glenn's following.
In hot pursuit.
Nice
VK's doing nicely there in fifth. In the Pussycat Audi. Aztec not far behind.
Now they tell me the Pussycat relates to the bottom view that he runs more than the cat that he has at home as a pet.
Okay. You can fill me in on a little bit more detail later.
Yes.
No,
evidently,
I think it's still G-rated today. So.
Evidently BK runs bonnet cam, which a lot of people frown upon.
Was he go? As they smile out of the smile, obviously going to deteriorate any further. Although I can't keep my eyes off the Pussycat because BK runs up the side. Is it Peter there? It's Anthony and takes a nice tidy pass into the first chicane and runs away with it. Very nice work from BK. Very tidy racing from both of them. Everybody's just looks a little bit more settled than they did in that first run earlier tonight. So everyone's just sort of settled in. It's nice spacing. I think as they sort of find their strengths and weaknesses, there'll be a little bit more action. But at the moment, they're just sort of filing through, aren't they?
We've just watched a little tangle between B-Dog and Ash there. Ashley just readdressing.
Oh, okay.
And they both actually just dropped back a few spots.
Oh, I see that now, yep.
Yes. So, interesting enough, Davo, we've already got Josh in 13th, who started from the back. This guy started from the back of the field.
Yep.
Really made his way.
13th now, is it?
Yes.
Yep. And how much, what have we got here running tonight? 20?
He's got 50. Is it right, 50?
Oh yeah, he's running the
50% BOP. So does that mean this car's got half the parachute? Is it how that works?
Ooh, does it work that way?
I don't know. It sounds like it sounds a bit extreme, doesn't it?
It doesn't look like it's got half the power. That's for
No,
sure.
it certainly doesn't.
All I can see is a trail of Ferraris behind him, and they got nothing. So
I just noticed that John McDonald there pitting early on lap 1.
Oh, there you go.
And we just follow him through the pits. This must be a strategy thing, David. It's got to be.
It's surely. John's a bloody...
Stuff.
Yeah, he's a clever cookie.
He is a clever
Something
cookie.
going on there.
Yeah, look, John will have something up his sleeve there. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a strategy man for sure, so...
And
look, that middle pack there, that is it 12, 13, 14, 15? Bloody hell, these guys, just behind Joshua. That is a pack of cars there.
Yes, Jake, Owen, Lucas, Jeffro.
Oh,
and a great battle there.
That is full on.
Actually, just noticing that Mudgie's lost the lead after having quite a decent gap off the start. Glenn seems to have taken him there. I don't know if Mudgie's made an error.
Oh, Glenn's run back a little bit, has he there?
Well, Glenn's taken the lead off Mudgie.
Has he?
Yes, he has.
Oh, I see that now, yeah.
We watched Mudgie pull away off the start there. Not sure what's happened up front there.
Yeah, I think Mudgie did get a nice run from the start of the race there. I think it was probably more so that Glenn and Stephen actually were sort of fighting over the same bit of space in those first few corners.
Yes,
so,
maybe that gave him that
just allowed him that little bit of breathing room, yeah. And, well, I suppose, once Glenn had some clear air, he was always going to sort of chase him down, but I wonder if there's a bit of a mishap there. Oh, action pack. I'm not sure where to look here. The boys are down the back of the pack are going hammer and tong. Top end of the field's looking pretty good.
Just watching Rossi having a move on Bear there down the inside. Excellent, well executed. He's taken that spot off Bear. And just keeping an eye on John there too. Just going to keep an eye on that gap that he's got. He came out 30 seconds behind Racing Hill. He's really decreased that. But interesting to see where, well, he has come out last. Obviously in clear air. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out in relation to where the rest pit stop.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I suppose we've got another at least 10 or so minutes before we're going to start to see any sort of activity that you'd expect. Most of the boys do a half and half style stop, don't they?
I believe that is going to be the majority of the race strategy from the boys. Yes. They'll be looking at going in and around the 20-minute mark, maybe a little bit earlier, trying to get down the cut on each other.
So what's catching your eye there at the moment, Farmer?
Well, actually, I'm just looking at the Crossy's car. He's just copped onto the back of Mark Josco, and he's looking very racy, like he's having a sniff down the left of him at the moment. And actually, he's got it done. Very nice, Crossy. Turn one there.
Pushing hard too, really deep.
Really pushing hard.
Very aggressive move. Very well done. Really well done. Stand his authority on that one from way back. No mucking around. The car's looking really, really tight on the track. Actually, he's doesn't look out of control. It's going really quick.
He's also got a little. Just looking at the BK there onto Aztec. He's just having a little look left and right.
Good to see BK this far up the field. I know
absolutely.
He struggles with obviously practice time. So he's not always the quickest and a class driver, but not always up to speed with his setups and getting his head around the car. So good to see him right up the front there. Now I just noticed, is that Aztecs in the? Are they two different Audis?
Yeah, look, Aztec's running the older Audi.
Is that right? Are we allowed to do that?
Well, evidently we are. Yeah. Aztec was looking for a challenge.
Because that thing looks like it's holding its own all right there.
It does go, still goes very good. Evidently it's a little bit underpowered to the other Audi, which BK is running in.
Yep.
But we're not really seeing that on screen.
No, look at it. It looks
down
fantastic.
the straight line there. It looks like it's going very well.
Oh, it's always a very nice looking car too. There's plenty of video out there of this car. Very tidy car.
Yeah,
nice
the comment was
BK
made
there.
that he ran it because he couldn't be bothered skinning a new car.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. To be honest.
I'm just keeping an eye on the battle behind them actually with Steve.
Nice work from those boys anyway. So that's 4th and 5th there.
Yes.
We've got very close behind, like you were saying, Anthony Chestnut and Stephen. With Crossy there.
Crossy all over the back of them indeed.
Just all over the back of Stephen. Very tight racing here in this race compared to race 1 actually. It wasn't that long ago I was saying how they were just all single file and settling in, and now look at it.
Yes.
It's
didn't take much to that.
It's on for young and old, so.
Oh, look, Steve-O making an error there. It's allowed Crossy to slip through. Yeah. It's very, very slippery.
Steve will be dirty, but he'll regather, and he carries a pretty cool head, old Stephen. So I think he'll just let that car settle back in and focus in front of him. So Bear Grylls not too far behind there too, I noticed.
Yeah, he is
Well
hanging in
done
there, actually.
from Bear.
Yeah,
Obviously,
the top 10.
Did the top 10. Finished his qualifying lap clearly because he's in a good position there.
Yes.
You know, it's
I'm just actually
doing
keeping
well.
an eye on John McDonald at the back there who pitted early. He's
Okay,
got that gap
keep
down
forgetting
now.
to pop back and having a look.
He was 30 seconds down on Racing Mule. He's now only 10. He is really putting in some stellar laps back there. And I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of the pit.
When the pit stops come
where he will pop out. Like, I won't be surprised if he's in the top 5 after the pit stops.
Oh, absolutely, if not more. And undoubtedly, you know, like a class act. You know, like we've just seen him come off. Like we talked about earlier, the V8 win. You know, he knows his shit.
He does, yes.
And he is a strategy man. So, you know, these pit stop races, that's right up his alley, you know, like he knows how to work this stuff.
Look,
he
I've teamed up
testing
with...
to sort it out.
Yes,
you know
I've been a teammate with
this,
John Boy, and he has always got something up his sleeve. Yes, always looking to do something different than anybody else. He really is a strategist, great guy to have on the team. And if there's something different to be done, John will be looking at how that can be worked to his advantage. Absolutely, yes.
There you go. So I'm just watching. It's Glenn and Mudgee here, so very close to the wall, both of them.
That's all
These
right
boys.
There. Mudgee's obviously regathered now from the early on there, where he lost that position, and he's really putting the position, the pressure back on Glenn now.
Yeah. And you can see the difference in the handling of these two cars. The Ferrari looks a little bit more pointy. To be honest, I haven't driven them. Just to look at it on screen, Ferrari looks a little bit pointy under brakes. And it looks like he's waiting for the Audi a bit to turn in. But both pretty relative.
Yes, he does.
In the straight line speed. So
just watching Mudgee through the mid corner there, and he's certainly got a far superior car there, I think.
That turn in. Looks like Glenn's waiting in the Audi. He does. It looks like he's off the throttle way more than Mudgee is in the Ferrari. Mudgee looks like he wants to pick that throttle up way earlier. The car looks awesome. I'm in love. I've got a brand new AO, whatever it is, monitor. AOC monitor, 160Hz monitor today, so I'm watching this in very, very high definition, and I'm feeling very spoiled, so the car's looking fantastic.
Just flick back there, I've just seen a change of position from Jeff.
Jeffo's a fair way back.
Jeff was kind of on his own there. He was one of the ones that had to start off the back, didn't he? Coming in at P3 at the first race.
Oh, yes.
So he's made his way through to 13th there.
Okay, and we're still waiting to see how the
Josh, so Josh has made his way through to 12th. Jeffro made his way through to 13th. And then we're waiting to see where John will pop out.
And this is always the case. We saw Josh come very quickly up into 15th, and then, you know, like he's only just slowly crept through 14th, 13th, 12th, you know, like the further they get up the field, the harder it is to get those gains position-wise, and because the talent is just thick up the front, mate. There's plenty of it. So this is where they're at, and they've just basically got to see whether they can pull it out of there in the pit stops and in the second half of the race. So this is looking good. This is looking sizing up nicely, I think. I'm sure the pit crews have got the stopwatches out and the laptops chunking away the numbers to try and work out the fuel and what's going to go on here. So, what are we at? 24 minutes.
24 minutes, yeah. Just keeping an eye on Crossy. Actually, he's looking to make a move on BK.
He's been sizing him up. Pretty well.
Yeah, he has.
Since he got past Steven, it's just like they carried in front of him, and he's still very close to the wall there.
Absolutely.
I no doubt BK will make that Audi as wide as it could be. But look how speedy that McLaren looks at the moment.
Yeah,
Palmer.
He's right up on him, isn't he, out of there?
Mate, he's got that thing dialed in.
Yes.
It looks sharp.
Oh, and BK's made the error. There it is. It's just what Crossy was looking for. And ended up passing with relative ease there.
Mate,
the error from BK.
As cool as a cucumber. He's just looking at Aztec now. Okay, you're next.
Very well done by Crossy.
Yes.
See, he will probably have his eyes forward now on Aztec, like you say.
And I know, and see, Aztec's probably honed in on the back of Peter's car at the moment, just trying to stay focused on that instead of what's been going on behind him. And because Peter's in third position. You know, we all know that Aztec wants that podium, so he's concentrating.
Pete's in third position with 22 minutes to go. That's stellar, actually. And,
it is stellar.
He really wants. He'll be hoping to stay there.
It just shows you what like qualified track position can give you in these races, especially with the format that they've put together here. So. Cars look fantastic. I think it's my screen. I'm in love.
You're in love with your screen. Just looking now, we're into the 21-minute mark now, so we should start to see.
We should. I thought we would have seen some in that last lap.
Actually, we've got Josh and Kenny in the pits. A couple of mid-pack runners in the pits. Yes, they are. Oh, actually, I'm just keeping an eye on the front runners there. I just want to see.
Let's keep an eye at the front here, I think.
Let them go in and out and just see what happens.
These boys aren't mucking around here. They're still pulling hot laps here. So, do you come in when you're still pulling laps like that?
Oh, God, it's such a hard decision, isn't it? I know.
You know? I know everybody wants the undercut, but if you are still actually, circulating at, quality times, why do you?
Its track position is key, and I think these two will be watching at what each other is doing, really. I think if you see one peel in, the other will follow. What Munchie needs to do, Munchie needs to pit right now. Yeah, well done, Munchie. Good on you, buddy.
Hey, you called that.
Yeah, he saw Glenn go around again, and he's ducked it to try and get an undercut on him.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. And I just wonder if we could just pick up on John McDonald and perhaps watch him come round, and we'll just see where Munchie pulls out in relation to John. So,
because this will be the first idea we would have had
exactly
on how close. Yeah, that's right.
I think John's been a little bit held up there with RSR Day, but he has made the move on him.
Yep.
To be fair, Dave, he's a long way back, isn't he?
He's a long way back.
Yeah. Is he going to get round that far? Munchie's still in the pits.
Yeah, I was going to. That was going to be my next question. How long are these pit stops?
John Boy is a long way back.
Is Mudgee still in the pits? I'm on John Boy.
No.
Is Mudgee in the pits?
Mudgee has left the pits, according to us. He has. Mudgee's gone.
Okay, so
And
John's
through
only
turn 3,
just
4,
going into the final corner. Only just coming out of the final corner. He's got Josh in front of him. So has Mudgee's just... Has he got the right thing there with the pit stops?
Certainly does something great. He has. And
oh, look,
has John made a big error? I mean, he's got himself through and behind Jeffro.
Has Mudgee put enough fuel in?
Well, I'd hate to tell you about statistics of Mudgee and fuel, but
we saw a lot of guys running out of fuel.
History would show that Mudgee doesn't have enough fuel. He is a shocker. He's a shocker for running it on the limit.
Happen.
He really is.
That's right. Oh dear. Okay, well let's just watch how with these next couple of laps, let's just see how this just pans out. And watch these numbers equalise here.
I really am surprised at the big gap there. I really thought John would have been a lot further up the field there.
Would there be any other reason John had to pit that early? Seriously?
Is there enough
damage on the car?
No, look, I did have some inside. No, I had inside information on John, and he said to me that if he was going to start off the back, he was going to pit early and get some clear air and really try and pump the times out into clear air. And that was his strategy. He believes the medium will take him to the end of the race, and he was clearly going for track position. Yep. And I can clearly say it hasn't worked. Looking at what we're seeing.
Okay, so who we got leading this race at the moment, which is Peter Aspey. Great effort. Aztec with the eyes on, right behind him.
You would have to say that Glenn's pitted too. Mudgee's only 2.9 behind him. So
Glenn has come back out in fourth.
Would suggest that he is actually the leader with the top 3 still in the pits. Yeah.
That is fast.
That is very fast.
He's in fourth and he's stopped.
I think the rest of the field from fourth down has pitted with only the top 3 actually to go. We've got Aztec and Mark Josgo in the pits at the moment.
And Peter. Oh, okay, they're in now. Yep.
Yes. Pete's going long. Pete has gone long on his own.
Yep.
He's
he's on a mission.
Yeah, he's getting the sponsors camera time out there. He's in first position.
He's doing well, and we're happy to promote it.
Absolutely.
You're doing well. The car looks fantastic. You're driving awesomely too. So. Here we go. Aztec coming out just behind.
Watch these guys come out of the pits. Aztec came out into a clear track. Looks like Troy went past him, possibly a lap down.
Was it Troy, was it?
Yeah. So...
I think my data's just updating now.
We've got Prosy behind Aztec, 3.5 seconds behind Aztec.
So that was Mudgee. Oh, it might have been a back marker. Actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yep.
Look, Mudgee and Glenn have cleared out 13 seconds clear of...
Wow. This has been the battle for the race, really, isn't it? You know, and it wouldn't surprise me that if Mudgee just gets right up back in Glenn's grill and fights for the top spot again. So that Ferrari's been looking pretty bloody pointy the whole race. So
yes, we could see him get onto the back and run again. Have a challenge for that first place.
It's a great job on that Vegemite car. The way from front on, the way the black stripes are painted on the front of it, it makes the car look like a road car, like a lot smaller car than it actually is. It looks fantastic. Pete's still out in front of Glenn.
Pete is still out.
Steve Crossland's still chasing down Aztecs. Stephen Melling slotted in behind. We've got BK not too far behind.
Good little battle there with Anthony, Josh Beer, and Jeff. A little bit of a battle pack there going on.
There is a bit of a battle pack going on there. Josh right in amongst the mid pack.
Yes.
She does pretty well in. But it's a different race in the mid pack than it is up the pointy end. It's a little more exciting.
And of course, Josh has got that balance of performance on his car, which restricting him. It's good to see that it's actually holding him back there.
It is holding him back.
Midfield.
If only marginally, it is, and which provides awesome racing. Like, look at this. Look how close these guys are, and it's working really well. Geez, the Ferraris look fantastic this year.
Just watching Jeffro over the back of Beer there. He's
has he got past him there? Oh,
not quite, but he's it's only a matter of a few corners by the look of this.
He wants.
Hopefully, Beer's ignoring his mirrors.
Oh, we got Joshy up the side. This is all going to bunch up very quickly here.
Oh,
it's careful, Bear's taking advantage there too. He wants a bit of that Lambo. He's got right up on Joshy there. Oh, Farmer. I don't know about you.
Oh, and look at that. The Lambo's gone. The Lambo's gone from the front to the back of that battle pack, just like that. Jesus, slightest of errors.
3 fucking corners. Excuse my French. From penthouse to shit house.
And the boys have made him pay big time for that.
Poor bastard. And look at what's raging up behind him.
Yes, the Marmite machine and Ashley in the Castrol McLaren raging up behind them as well. And Bear's drifted wide, made a little error there. And I can see
keep it clean, boys. Oh, is that Bear?
Peanut Butter has.
Lambo's into the wall.
The Lambo had
He's recovered well.
Very nice touch up with the wall there.
Oh,
he's recovered, like you say. A bit of damage on that car.
Mate, there's so many cars. One bit of road that could have just been way worse than what it is.
And interesting enough, Davo, we were saying that he hadn't made the right call, but the Marmite machine is in 11th place after starting from the back. His strategy actually has come into some sort of play there for
fruition.
Yeah. We're seeing the peanut butter machine just pull away from him there now. Kind of tag on to the back of Josh is following him.
I just wonder that, to stop so early, you've got to put more fuel on, and then obviously the car's heavy for the first part of the tyre wear on the tyre change. And
yes, he would have been.
I just wonder whether at this end of the stint, it starts getting a little tired. Maybe not really slippery and skatey, but just a little bit tired, like in the tyre, so to speak.
Yes, the tyre will surely be feeling it by now. It's got 10 minutes to go.
Which is still a big chunk of the race.
It is.
At the end of the day. So, but anything could happen. He's doing well. JB there in 11th, so nice tight pack. It's looking good. Jeffro in 10th. Just keeping Joshua honest. the usual suspects up the front, but let's have a look down the back here and see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll cruise down here, shall we?
Anthony Chester in the Lambo. It's got a few battle scars on.
Jake, Kitty. We've got to change position between Dre and Racing Will.
Yeah, but overall, the boys are fairly spread out. You know, like I think it's, you know, unless someone's making a mistake there, you know, the guys are sort of pretty well holding firm. So they're starting to range up on some of these back markers now.
Yeah,
you notice,
I'm not sure if you've noticed huge gap behind Glenn now there for the lead. Back to Mudgee. Yeah. He's really put the pressure on there.
Yeah.
And he's making his way through the back markers.
Yeah, and it's a tricky part of the race, isn't it? To navigate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Make it happen safely. So,
and you're hoping that they will just see you come in and get out of your road, but you just never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, it's always caution to the wind, you know, like and. And look, it's funny, you know, you start backing off at these things, and these boys are used to. Oh, as Mudgee backs it into the at the bottom of the hill there, unfortunately. Come on, Mudge, get it back on the road. Off he goes. Again, when they start to ease off on these cars, they're used to just running them flat out. Like all their timing and their braking areas and, you know, all their acceleration pickup points are all for hot laps. And as soon as you start backing off to 90%, you're all out of whack. You know, like the car reacts differently. You get lazy and as a driver and shit comes unstuck, and you see it sometimes where these boys try and relax and then make a mistake, clearly, like their Mudgee just did there. So it didn't look like he sort of really did anything wrong, but fell off the track. So I think, does he have a tyre issue here? You know, like is he trying to manage his tyre wear right there?
Well, he put it halfway. He should be really on the money with the tyres. Like you say, I think it's just a lack of concentration when you're not concentrating 100% there. You slip into a little bit of a lull, and it is very easy to just relax, and you'll miss a marker or something. Yeah. Sometimes it pays not to relax. Really trying to hot lap every lap. Yes. He still managed to keep second place off that spin, so
he did not lose a position from it. Yeah, he got it really quickly, so it didn't get any contact.
2.4 seconds on crossing now. He just needs to be a little bit wary of that in his mirrors.
Now he's just come through that same bit of track there. You just wonder whether he's just taking it a little more seriously than he's just a bit of concentration there.
He's probably tired, the old fella. He's probably had a hard day. He'll be yawning now. He's got 5 minutes to go. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sure he's got his eyes clearly focused on that mirror as well, because Crossy is ranging up quickly behind him as well.
Doesn't that distract you too, doesn't it? To see that the next person's gaining on you like that.
Try not to look. Try not to look.
And Crossy's pulled in 8/10 on him for a half a lap. In fact, Mudgee's pitted. He must have some damage to that car.
Oh, there you go.
He's gone into the pits. I'm surprised. Possibly could go back to what we were saying before. Davo, he might have run out of fuel. Or he's about to.
Out of fuel.
He just, absolute shocker with his fuel strategies.
Well,
is our Mudgee.
Well, was he the first one to come in? Is this what we were talking about earlier?
Well,
we thought he came out
He did pit. He did pit before Glenn, didn't he? We thought he was trying to get the undercut.
But JB just hasn't performed. He's disappeared off the bloody earth there. Actually, where is he? He's way down the back. Where's JB?
John Boy is in the 10. He's in the 10.
Oh, he's in 10. Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Oh, so
Mudgee dropping
sorry,
back right to 14th
yep.
after that pit stop.
Damn.
And
that
that's unscheduled.
Surely that is a fuel issue.
It has to be a fuel issue. He must have done something wrong in his pit stop.
When he fell off before, I think that's when he realised.
He was probably looking at his gauges, yes.
And he just realised that he wasn't going to make it. And he went up.
Oh, shit.
Bugger. It's a shame. Anyway, let the boys all slot up a bit a notch, which is awesome. Puts John in 10th, Jeffro in 9th, Josh still doing well with the 50%.
Yes.
Mate.
Up to 8th place now.
Yeah, doing really well. Yeah. And the boys haven't given it to him either. They just haven't let him go past, so they're doing well. BK is 6th. We got obviously Mark right in front of Joshy there, but yeah, BK in 6th, Stephen in 5th, Aztec in 4th, and Gleno up in the top spot with Steve Crossland.
Steve Crosby has come through into 2nd place, yeah.
Unbelievable. And Peter Aspey not far behind him in 3rd.
Oh, stellar drive from Pete. I'd love to see Pete finish in 3rd.
I really just crossed Glenn's car and he just had a bit of contact with
one of the back markers there.
One of the back markers, I think it was, yeah.
It looks like possibly B-Dog there with the red McLaren.
B-Dog did actually pull the car and quickly readjust the situation. It actually wasn't a big issue, but I just wondered why, maybe Glenn is nursing the tyres a little bit too, very close to the end of the race.
Well, he's got a 13-second lead now. He really can just not take any risk, can't he? He can just just relax there, bring it home.
Mate, I think the Steve Crossland's effort to pull it back's been awesome. Yeah, just quietly.
Yes.
We got tangled up early in the race. And the car qualified well.
Josh and Jeffro, both off the back. In fact, Josh, Jeffro and John, all 3 of those guys that start off the back, 8, 9 and 10 now. Great drive from all 3 of them.
So I'm sure, just looking at that and where those boys are sitting now, and I'm sure the chief number crunchers back at the BOP admin will be looking at all that data over the next few days and seeing where they're going to go with it into the first official round for the year. Yeah, so, but just from the commentary box, that's looking pretty good to me.
It is looking pretty good, and I think a lot of us were hoping that they would get through and dip into the 10, which is whereabouts they are. I think it's actually quite nicely.
Yeah, no, I think that's like I said, from the commentary box, that looks like where the boys should be with that sort of BOP, and this is and which will definitely even the points out and even the racing out, which is what the main game is. So yeah, looking good. Cars, all the boys have been really well disciplined tonight. A few little mistakes, obviously, and few distractions, but it's been some good clean racing. The cars look fantastic.
Just keeping an eye on Ashley. Looking very racy on the back of JB there. And like you say, the cars look outstanding.
Yeah.
Very well presented.
Great. I think they go into their second to final lap.
Yes.
Plano's easily got a good gap on everyone. done well to step back in the car after a fairly big sabbatical and, you know, a big stint in the commentary box and, you know, done a bit of, you know, weekend racing or just testing and practicing, but really not competitive stuff, and just step back into it. And really has just sort of walked back right back into where he
left off, eh? He'll be loving it. He'll be smiling.
He will be.
He's
and on VR tonight.
He's got I was going to say, he's got the VR tonight too for the first time. This is his first night of VR racing.
Ah, yeah. Good effort from Gleno. And like I was saying, all the boys, you know, like everyone's done really well tonight. Good tidy racing. A few little mishaps here and there. Maybe a few little pit stop errors with fuel and
maybe
whatnot.
A fuel hiccup or here or there.
Maybe. We don't know yet. Sure there is.
Talk to him later.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ash has pulled the move on John.
Oh, yes, too.
Oh, no.
He's all over it. Oh.
No.
It's not over until it's over,
not
is
over.
it? Yeah, I think these guys are still going at it.
Final
This
lap
is,
now.
but, you know, it's still a shakedown night, so it's only, the boys can't help but race and compete, you know, right to the end. There's more than 3 cars on track to race, so it's more than 1 car on the race track, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's still right down to the wire, which is awesome.
Just watching Glenn bring it home on his final lap now. The Weet-Bix machine. Excellent drive. He's got a clear 10 seconds on second place. Really hasn't put a foot wrong. Was a little bit slow off the line, but he regained that position off Mudgee. And he hasn't actually looked back, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Cool as a curie, mate. Just no heroics. And I think I commented earlier about this car. It looks like it's a little bit probably conservative in its setup. It looked like he was waiting on the throttle a lot, you know, into the corner. So it's, I think it's a fairly conservative setup. It's not too pointy. And oh, there's a car off there as Glenn comes through the final corner to take the win. Yeah, so I think he's done pretty good there.
Well done, buddy.
Smashes it out.
Well done.
A round of applause from the crowd.
We'll just sit here and watch them come across the line. We've got a back marker, Troy, there coming through. Steve Crossy in second. Well done.
Hey, well done for Steve. And unbelievable. That was really good recovery from him after a bit of a spin. Peter, I so thought he was going to have that.
Pete for third. Well done, Pete.
As
second, fourth.
Yeah.
Another back marker there in Dre.
Steven will be fifth.
Steve-O for solid fifth.
Yeah, BK. I think it's Mark. Joshua with the BOP. Full BOP for Josh, and did really well with Jeffro, not too far behind.
Jeffro chased them all race too.
Yeah. So awesome stuff.
John's held out Ashley all the way through.
All the way through
nice.
that midfield. Isn't it mad? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Ashley, Bear, like the battle that Bear was having with the boys down there, that's like getting down, way down in the field. And
Bear will be happy with his 12. That was a stellar drive from
absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Kenny bringing it home, 16.
Kenny be happy with that. Just to bring it home in one piece. Solid drive from Kenny. He's always good. He's just like, as long as he doesn't hit anything, he's happy.
He's happy. He's happy. He's finished. He's happy.
Yeah. Well done, boys. It's been a pleasure, Farmer.
Thanks, Davo.
Great.
First chant, first broadcast. Yeah, we can only get better.
It could only get better, surely. But yeah, what a great start to the season. It's a bit of a shakedown, like I said, for everyone, including ourselves. So yeah, that's it's awesome, and yeah, look forward to next week, first round. So thanks everybody for